Hi guys, it's Mark from the TS16 in France for a little word about the B8ER Forest RTR version from Team Magic. You can get this car as a roller in Europe here for 200 euros. You can get it 4S for 320 euros and 6S for about 450 euros. That means that this range of car is absolutely unbeatable price-wise. And for the price, our Bauhaus is by us about 220-230 euros. You get not exactly, but really close the same quality as the Obao. It has some different thing, some different stuff that's the Obao. It has also, when you buy a car for his looking, a better looking. He has the way better tires than the Obao. The alloy by Obao a little bit better. Transmission wise, it's the same stuff. It's really good stuff. The shocks are really also good, like the Obao's one. And for 320 euro here in Europe, you get an Arma 3S Typhoon. That means you're gonna buy that one. It's okay. It's heavier. It's 4 kilograms. You drive it 4S. The Arma is only 2.7. It's a 3S. Maybe you can go a little bit faster with the Arma, but in a time you will see that a real 1/8 scale buggy is still the master of the terrain because it's heavier, it's easier to drive in the terrain. It can take way more heat than the Armas, and especially the transmission. I love Armas, but the Arma 3S version, the full plastic stuff is okay. It holds on, but the spur gear, the pinion mesh and all the stuff, it's something you have really many time to review, to open, to change. Even if it's not cost anything, it's clear all the plastic stuff is really cheap, but you have to open it, you have to change it, and especially the bearing will die really faster than real 1/8 scale bearings. It's clear. This is the type of car you get nothing to do in the transmission. Each time I buy a Team Magic or a Wow, I drive easy a year before I open my diffs and just change the oil. Nothing to replace, and that's why I love these cars. And regarding that, you have here a real 1/8 scale buggy instead of a 1/10 scale stretched plastic stuff. You know I love plastic, but at some points a little bit more steel is better. You have a full steel transmission, you have CVD in all corner, you have big fat tools and earrings in the truck. Okay, you need a bigger battery to get the same performance, but that's really all, and that's why I prefer this car. If you prefer the lighter car, take the lighter car. It's clear you will be happy with, but in the moment, at this time we talk together, for the price and for what you get here, this car in Europe is unbeatable. Super cool is that HRC distribution put us the 6S tires on the 4S version, and that's a really good news because the 4S tires was bad. Now we have super tires on. The only difference between the 4 and the 6S is the price, and the ESC is only 100 amp 4S instead of 150 amp 6S. The motor is shorter, it's a 68mm can motor only, so we have a little bit less power, but we have more kV. So in 4S this car runs faster than the 6S in 4S. But take care, stock out from the box you have a 19 pinion tools. You really drive over 80 km an hour in 4S. If you take this one to go on a track, you will be happy. Out from the box you have nothing to change, maybe just the shock oil, because it's a little bit bumpy, but I love it. I drive this style. I love to bump away after my jumps and hit the throttle to take the power from the out bump. When you drive on a track, you don't will that, because many times you jumps just before turning. So if you rebound, you go out from the track. We don't have this issue because we drive like crazy in fields. We have so much place we want, so that's not an issue. and you will also not have issue with this big 19-tooth pinion gear, because you need the full power on the straight line, and the rest from the track you drive most of the time with the half of a throttle, so it will be okay. And you here in Europe we drive only 10 minutes, so you not will overheat in 10 minutes. It's not an issue. I drive it with 28 degrees Celsius outside. I drive the full pack until it was down. The cutoff is a little bit too way down. Out from the box 3 volts is too way down for me. I drive by 3.4 volts cutoff, so I lose 3 to 4 minutes one time, but I not overcook my battery, and so my battery lives 3, 4, 5 years. In January I change my battery stack all 3 to 4 years, not more. For those who not need so much power, or for beginners, go down to 50 and then you have a better run time, still enough speed. You will get a little 70 kilometers an hour, that's way enough, and you will drive with 4S 5000 amps easy 50 to 20 minutes. If you have more amp in the battery, it's clear. If you take a 4S 8000 milliamp battery, you will drive 25 to half an hour. That's way less to be happy, and it's really a joy to get a car out from the box which make you happy. In the beginning we have issue with the 6S version with the center diff, because too much power transit to the center diff and go to the front, because out from the box Teammagic send us cars with really loose diffs. But, and we have also it on the 6S version, I unboxed for a month, but look at this. This is one from the last 4S. He has already thicker oil in the center diff. In the beginning I mean that I have fluid oils, but when I go driving I was, oh, I don't lose the power to the front, and that's why I check it out and I see that we have here thicker oil in the center diff. And this way it's, how I say before, price, toughness, performance, just unbeatable here in Europe. At that time I speak to you about from this car. Don't know if in the between something new will come over, or if another brand will break the price to be a competition to this car. I know this is a car we get since a long time. What it was not updated, but you make the job for an RTR, for a beginner, or for a hobby driver. It's just the best choice. I also always tell you guys, if you begin with RTR stuffs, if you begin in RC, the 1/8 scale buggy is the best choice, because you can do all you want with. You just have to tighten all the 4 grub screw to take it down, put some sorry, mess my word. Put some 4 on-road tires and go on-road. Let it go up. Put the stock tire. You can drive in the grass. You can drive in the field. You can drive. Even we have here a little track in the wood. Even there, it's not an issue, because the truck can go really high with the ride height. In the front here, I will show you he's not on the highest point he can do. If I take the right screwdriver, I will show you. So, look, the car can go higher. He has really a real good ground clearance to go on big off-road also. If you send it on the ramps, if you jump hard, you clearly want to break something. The arms will be okay, but what you're gonna bend is surely the front or rear shock tower, because it's just tempered alloy. If you want to jump with, take the optional 7075 aluminium parts. If you break something at the T-hubs or something, you also can get that part. But keep in mind, if you jump or if you go on skate parks or pump tracks, you will destroy anything. No car is able to survive pump track and skate parks if you go hard. If you use the jumps and the landing skills, If you drive cool in a pump track or a skate park, it will be okay. If you go hard, you will kill anything. Tell me what you think about it, and if you have tested. And I also don't know if in America this brand is also represented. Have you many Team Magic by you in America? By us in Europe, we have a lot from that, and more is coming because they have really a good entry price for beginners. And if you put a Typhoon for Arma 3S version side by side with this car in a shop, I'll be sure that most of the people are gonna take that one. Bye guys.